Most home service business owners think they have a traffic problem. The data says you actually have a conversion problem. Did you know that 78% of customers buy from the business that responds first? Not the cheapest one, not the best one, the fastest one. Today I'm breaking down 7 marketing strategies for home service businesses that are not based on gut feeling. They are based on hard data and 2025 benchmarks. We are talking about the exact ROI of referrals, conversion impact of speed to lead, and why direct mail might actually beat your Facebook ads this year. Let's dive in. Strategy number 1, speed to lead. This is the single biggest revenue leak in the industry right now. Speed to lead. Here's the stat that should keep you up at night. Leads are 21x more likely to convert if contacted within the first 5 minutes. Yes, if you contact them within the first 5 minutes versus 30 minutes, you're having much higher chances of converting them. So if you're paying $50, $100 for a lead on Google Ads and you call them like 10, 15, 20 minutes later, you have essentially lit that money on fire. The fix is pretty much simple. You need an automated SMS and email sequence that triggers the second a form is submitted or a call is done. If you can't call manually in 5 minutes, just use AI or automation to hold the lead's attention. What you can actually do is once you receive a call or form, they should be getting a message or something like that. Hey, XYZ, we got your phone, but at the moment we are working on another job, or I'm working on another job. I'll let you know, or I'll call you back, or something like that. You can phrase this based on what positioning you want to do, but make sure you do this, because if you contact or if you send them a message or anything like that within the first 30 seconds, you're gonna have much higher chances of converting them, because they're not gonna go to any other competitor of yours for that in most cases. That was the strategy number 1. Strategy number 2 is the review recency. This is very important, not just for your local service ads, not just for SEO, but also from a conversion point of view. If you get reviews kind of consistently, you're gonna have better Google business profile rankings. You're gonna rank better on local service ads, which is Google guaranteed, that we are gonna also talk about that. This is one of the biggest ranking factor in 2025 and 2026. Review recency is a bigger factor than the total amount of reviews you're having on your profile. Let's say you have got a business or you have got a competitor who is having 2,000 Google reviews. Now, how do you beat that guy if you are having 300, 400 or 500 Google reviews? You can beat that guy with review recency, because this is a big ranking factor in 2026. If you look at Google's algorithm and how customers actually react, the stats suggest that businesses with a rating of 4.5 star or 4.7 star, a business with more frequent reviews, tend to stand much higher than a business that hasn't got any review in a while. So that is the thing, and the fix is pretty simple for a review when you are actually in the home, when you're done with the job and you're sure that the customer is happy. Moving on to strategy number 3, local service ad, and we are going to compare it with the traditional pay-per-click campaign of Google. LSA or Google guaranteed, one of the reasons why it converts so good is, first of all, it's at the very top of Google, right? You have got the LSA first, then PPC second, then Google business profile, and then the website section. And especially since it's Google guaranteed, trust is much higher. And I was reading a data that 55% of customers run a search before scheduling an appointment, and the Google guaranteed badge is a massive trust signal. So while standard PPC conversion rate for home service sits around 8 to 10%, somewhere around that, LSAs often see higher intent because the user sees the reviews before they even click. The fix is pretty simple: rank in LSA. And now how you do that? First of all, just turn on your LSA if you haven't done that yet. Turning on that is pretty simple. You will have to submit all your licenses and certifications and things like that, whatever they ask. So just do that. And other than that, try getting as many reviews as possible. If you increase your reviews, or if you are having enough reviews, then you are likely to be shown in LSA or Google guaranteed. And the better your rankings in LSA are, the more phone calls you'll be getting, or the more leads you'll be getting, right? Rank in LSA is pretty damn simple. More reviews, better GBP optimization done. And third, make sure speed to lead is really fast. If you delay, or let's say if you're not picking up phone calls or any leads coming from LSA, you are gonna have hard time getting leads again from LSA, because Google's just gonna push you down if you don't answer those phone calls, or if you don't get back to those leads fast, right? So that is very important. But yeah, that was strategy number 3. coming back to strategy number 4, very important one, hyper local networking, and this is a trust multiplier. I've heard so many businesses that suck at digital marketing, but they do one thing really well, and that helps them to get to 600k, 800k, or even $1 million in revenue. If you're in commercial industry, this is your bread and butter, right? In commercial, you cannot rely a lot on the other marketing tactics, but one core thing that works all the time in commercial space, it's hyper local networking. So I'm talking about BNI, so that's one thing, local Facebook groups and chamber of commerce, things like that. Now, why should you even bother when you can just run ads? Because of the closing rate. Data from Wharton School of Business, it has shown that referred customer has a 16% higher lifetime value and is 18% more likely to stay with you than a customer from any cold traffic. So this is very important, right? You also know there's nothing better than referrals and word of mouth. These customers tend to convert much better than any other source, be Google, Facebook, or any other lead channel, right? That is a thing. Now, second thing is digital neighborhoods. Don't just spam your flyers in Facebook groups, monitor them. When someone asks, doesn't even know a plumber in XY city or something like that, then you reply them with a helpful answer, and don't just act as a salesman, because when you do that, conversion rate drops a lot. Try to help everyone. If you do so, the result of that will be people contacting you and becoming your customer. So that's important. And the third point is strategic alliance. You can join a BNI or a networking group, and for a high ticket business like HVAC, remodeling, or anything like that, or even roofing, one single referral often pays for your entire years of membership fee. So the ROI is infinite after that one job. And BNI or Chamber of Commerce, these stuff aren't expensive. It just costs you $607 for an year, and you have meetings and things like that almost every single week. So it's very important. Just be active in those groups. Now I'm moving to strategy number 5, which is direct mail retargeting. Now I know a lot of people will be saying Yash, print is dead, right? Wrong. The Data and Marketing Association found that direct mail sent to house lists, and I'm talking about your existing customers, has an ROI of 161% compared to 20 or 30% open rate of email. So direct mail has kind of 90% open rate. Now the core thing, or the main important thing to fix here is, don't just blanket the whole zip code. That's gonna be kind of a waste. Use direct mail for reactivation. Send a physical postcard with a strong offer to customers you haven't seen in 18 or 12 months. It acts like a pattern interrupt, right? And it's a digital ads, but in a physical form again. And this is something that our usual cold marketing can't replicate. So this works. It's just that you're using it for reactivation, and you're not using it to just send to 15, 20, 30,000 homeowners. Strategy number 6, video trust. You don't need to be an influencer, just letting you know. You just need to shoot video when you have got time. And how do you do that? If you're done with a job, or if you're doing a job or anything like that, and you found something interesting that, hey, I'm in the attic and this is a situation that might interest a couple of people, that might entice a couple of people, right? Something like that. Then you just pull your phone, do that video. It does not have to be long. It can be 60 seconds, 120 seconds or something like that, and it just works. Why? Because you're being authentic. You are being real. You're not trying to be a salesman. You're just trying to provide value to everyone, and you're just showcasing your situation, which is very interesting, right? And this is all you need to do. You don't need to have a fancy studio or something like that to shoot videos. Just go shoot when you're working. That's all. Strategy number 7, the near me dominance. This is very important because 78% of local mobile searches result in an offline purchase within 24 hours. And Google Map Pack, or that Google GBP stuff, Google Business Profile stuff that you see, they get 126% more traffic than the organic website links below that. If you're not in GBP, you are leaving money on the table. The fix is pretty simple. Get in the top 3. I have a great detailed video on this one, on how you can get into Google Maps and how you can rank in that. But if I have to just summarize it all, just make sure you have chosen the right categories, get as many reviews as possible, upload photos and videos consistently, optimize your website, get more mentions, and list your business on a lot of directories in your niche and in your area. That's all. That's the major part. There are a couple of other stuff that you can do. Watch any of my other videos on this one, but these are most important ones. And yeah, the summary is just that the businesses winning in 26, they are not just working hard, they are actually working on strategies that helps them bring in leads consistently. They are not very busy in the peak season, and then they are just not able to find leads in winter or in the other seasons. It doesn't happen, right? If you want to actually grow consistently, you have to make sure that you are having a lead generation system that produces results every single month. That's all. And don't try to do all of the 7 at once. Pick the one where your data is weakest. Usually it's P2 lead or networking or the near me stuff, and then just double down on that. Do one thing, see if you're getting value out of it. If yes, just double down on that. That's all for this one. I hope you like this, and if you need any help with marketing, branding, or systemizing your home service business, feel free to book a call with me and my co-founder Ben, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. Have a great day.